Hello everyone,
In
back to
Imperial
Fire
year
Emblem Three Houses.
1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresfeld, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garreg Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender.
Uh-huh.
Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. After a hard-fought battle, she was forced to retreat to Ferdiad, the capital of Fargus, where she must now plan her next move. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance.
Yeah,
The
this is a
unification
bit of a
Fargus
different
has begun.
kind of dialogue here. That is, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Cool. And now let's actually get into the chapter.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Ethereal Moon. Beyond Escape. It is Imperial Year 1185.
Okay.
Half a decade has passed since Emperor Edelgard ascended the Imperial throne, yet the continent of Fodlan still remains lost in a tempest of turmoil and bloodshed.
Yeah, that
In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus,
is the path
King
that...
Dimitri has welcomed Archbishop Rhea and her knights, who were driven out of Garreg Mach to the kingdom capital. As they work to build a unified front, the war with the Empire rages on to the west. Meanwhile, Claude, leader of the Alliance, staves off Imperial intervention by strategically stirring up conflicts between Leicester lords in an effort to feign neutrality.
Amazing how they're
As
just
events
not saying.
unfold, Edelgard and her Black Eagle strike
They aren't
force
showing the
begin
actual
to take
map
action in an
like in
attempt
previous,
to
because
break
that
the
speech is
war's
almost
unstable
identical except for this
deadline.
part tacked on to the end. Yeesh. Yeah, I'll say this once more. They really cheaped out on,
How long do
you
you
know,
intend to
Edelgard's
stay?
story mode.
Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of blood.
I'm
has
amazing
fallen
you're
to the
still
ground.
talking to me after I
As
pretty
spears
much
and arrows pierce
betrayed
the
the
earth, it weeps.
archbishop of the
And
church
even
that
now,
worships
it
you.
weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I.
Oh boy.
Or rather,
This is... I'm still sleepy.
you are a complete and utter fool. Have you not changed one bit? Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more. You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
They should have given me the option to say, understood.
Are you awake?
Yeah, I am. So... Where am I?
We're in a village at the base of the monastery. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to
And
find
this
someone
text
floating away
is
down the
pretty
river.
much same
Garreg
except for...
Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
What do you mean?
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Seros isn't there anymore. Though there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know.
Oh.
Regardless, the Imperial Army has taken over now.
Oh. 5 years? Yeah, here's the little difference. The Imperial Army has taken over.
You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the Ethereal Moon, the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell.
Oh
Tomorrow
boy.
is supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that?
The Millennium Festival.
Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing,
Technically not
I
missing.
doubt there's a soul to be found who has
Should
enough
have
blessings worth counting.
probably added that line
Hey,
there.
slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going?
The monastery.
Are you crazy? The Imperial Army is there.
There's the difference.
Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery.
You forget what... I don't think I told you my allegiance.
Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead.
No need to worry about me.
Unbelievable.
That thing doesn't change. Okay, another example of, you know, the developers cheaping out on Edelgard's story.
5 years ago to the day.
She doesn't even get
Things
a
had
freaking
continued on
cutscene
as they were.
here in this route.
Today would have been the Millennium Festival. Halt! Who's there? It can't be. Professor?
Hi.
Is it really you? But I searched everywhere and never found a trace. My teacher. What have you been doing all this time? Where have you been?
Well, I was more or less, sleeping. Sorry.
Joking? At a time like this? You do realize it's been 5 years since you disappeared.
God.
Do you have any idea how guilty I felt? How broken my heart was? I searched high and low after you vanished. Although
Oh
there
my
was no
god,
proof,
her
I
blushing
somehow
is just
knew you
so...
were alive.
Wow.
All this time,
Such a
I read
rarity. Now
everything
it's going to
I've
become
read
even
so
more
far
prevalent
and
in our
fought with
interactions
all my
with her.
heart. It's been a difficult path to walk alone. Welcome back, my teacher. I'm so happy that you're safe. 5 years. Such a short time.
Once
It
again,
feels like
not
an
able to
eternity.
animate this hug.
Do you still feel the way you did all those years ago?
Oh?
You said then that you would fight at my side no matter how many enemies we should amass. As for me, my resolve has not faltered. I'm determined as ever to see this through to the end. I will defeat the false goddess. I will save this world from those creatures and give humanity its freedom back. So, my teacher, are you prepared to stand with me?
I am. Easy support
Thank you.
point added there. Thank you, game.
Now,
Free support
I
point.
assume you understand the situation at hand, yes?
I really was asleep all this time.
Another joke? Or are you telling the truth? I
Yeah,
suppose you must be.
I'm so sorry.
In that case, I'll tell you all that has transpired as you slumbered these past 5 years. And that is where we are now.
Oh.
The war is at a stalemate.
Mm-hmm.
Dimitri is the new king of Fargus. It's clear that his territory will continue to support the church.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Claude's leadership has thrown the Alliance into chaos. He maintains neutrality in their internal conflict.
Yep.
The situation has created a deadlock. We've been awaiting an opportunity for our squadron to return to the monastery.
Ugh.
With you in the fray, I believe the state of the war will shift immediately.
Great.
The church, as well as the kingdom and the Alliance. The time has come to eliminate them all. Although we were of different houses,
Yeah.
we were companions who lived and learned together.
Yeah.
Some of our ranks are hesitant to battle against them, and against the people of their homelands.
For sure.
However, knowing that you're alive is sure to raise their spirits. Good. Well then, I believe it's time for a little reunion.
Oh
The
boy.
Black Eagle Strike Force never lost faith. They knew you were alive and have been awaiting your return. Let's not keep them waiting any longer.
Okay. Cool. This'll be fun. This is basically going to be a support convo episode. Yeah. Definitely a support convo episode. Okay, keep loading, keep loading. I'm sorry, what? Yuritsa? Well... Oh! Okay. Huh.
Well now, that face is certainly familiar. I am glad to see you alive and well, Professor.
Professor, it's me, Bernie.
Yeah, I see that.
I can't believe you're here.
I can't believe it. Is this a dream? Can we really be this lucky?
This is not dreaming. Our professor.
No, this is not dreaming at all.
Welcome to the back. I mean, welcome back.
Our group isn't the same without you. I am overjoyed to see you again.
It's been so long.
Yep.
Seeing you again fills my heart with hope.
Great. Now everything will be easy. That's great you're safe, Professor. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
Quite the reunion, isn't it, Professor? Everyone's happy to see you.
Come on, Edelgard. You must be happier than all of us combined. She took it really hard when you disappeared, Professor.
Of course, we did our very best in your absence. And there was never a day that we doubted you would return to us.
Edelgard has been leading us as Emperor. But after you disappeared, it became apparent that you were her anchor.
Oh.
It gives me regret to be admitting this, but our power is not enough. The only one who can be meeting Edelgard's expectations is you, Professor.
Most impressive of all is your uncanny ability to bring a smile to everyone's face.
In the years since you vanished, we have not lost anyone from our ranks.
Thank goodness,
We
yeah.
all longed for your presence and your leadership, myself included.
It seems fitting to view this as a new beginning for the Black Eagle Strike Force. We already have our target.
Yes, we must eliminate the Alliance before moving on to fight the Kingdom and the Church. However,
Yep.
that doesn't necessarily mean we must occupy the entirety of the Alliance. House Regan stands against the Empire. Therefore, our target is Deirdre, the aquatic capital.
Yep, we're going right into it.
Mid-river, which separates the Empire and the Alliance.
Yes,
That must
yes,
take the
yes.
largest bridge across it. The Great Bridge of Murden. Murden connects the
This route's gonna be a little bit of a
Imperial
challenge.
capital to the east. It is the shortest route there.
An Alliance stronghold has been built at the Great Bridge. We'll take that and then head north. At the same time, we must defeat the one who defends it, Judith von Daphne. If we can also take control of Daphne territory, it would be greatly beneficial to us. Prepare yourselves. The next battle will be a momentous one. Join me, my friends, as we begin our journey to bring peace and solace to this war-ravaged world.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome, 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 awesome. Heward would like to speak with me. Is now a good time? Oh my god, I've been waiting a long time for this conversation to go. Come on. Give me your A support.
Nice place, isn't it, Professor? Standing here, you can almost feel the goddess's absence.
Yeah.
Discounting what dwells within you, of course. Do you think some punishment would rain down from the sky if this monastery were to be destroyed? Of course not. Even if the so-called Immaculate One came back here for revenge, that would only be a result of this war, not the work of a deity.
Do you hate the goddess?
If it is between love and hate, then I would choose the latter. The goddess failed to properly govern this world. That is why it is necessary for Lady Edelgard to become the supreme leader of Fodlan. Those with power must use it wisely. Is that not a teaching of the Church of Seros? It's absurd to preach to others what you cannot practice yourself.
You're absolutely right.
Yes. It is our humanity that pushes us to step up and take the lead should the need arise. That is not the case for inhuman creatures with lifespans well beyond our own. We must fight to preserve what makes us human. You are the one closest to the enemy. I wonder if you will be able to maintain your humanity to the end.
If I'm not unable to.
Does that mean you know I will do what must be done? You must trust me a great deal. I've already dedicated my life to Lady Edelgard. To throw my lot in with you is inconceivable. But
Yeah.
if I had 2 lives to give, I might devote one of them to you. Not as master and servant, but as equal partners.
Well, that's A somewhat nice thing for Hubert to say to us. No. Yes! Let's do this.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean.
Oh yeah, that.
5 whole years. It's weird to think about.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go back?
No. But if you'd asked me that 5 years ago, I'd have said the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you. The monastery's become a second home to me.
Oh.
Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come.
I'm happy for you. I really am.
It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefields just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before.
Could you go somewhere new by yourself?
A new place? All on my own?
I'm sorry to thrust this on you.
Assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Hey, hold on. You're teasing me, aren't you? Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me.
I'm sorry. Alright, alright.
You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again. Let's respect each other's feelings, don't
This
they?
character is not me. It really isn't. Okay, I promise.
Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it? You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world.
I'll follow at a distance.
No, that defeats the purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying? I thought we were finally getting close. Guess I'm not good enough for that, though, am I? I'll let you have this one, but you better be ready for next time.
Oh. You might want to be ready for next time, considering what's about to happen. And it will be happening super quickly. Considering, yeah. Yikes. So, yeah, this is a bit of a mess. And so, yeah, before you realize this, and look at it here, where is he? I know he's somewhere. Yep. The Death Knight has joined our ranks. Oh my goodness. This is so... Yeah, I mean... The Death Knight has joined our ranks, and, yeah. It's definitely an interesting character. Yeah. Yuritsa is officially a playable character for us. It's a, yeah. It's a silver sword and the scythe of Serial. Yeah. He's gonna be the 12th character, just so you realize. That's kind of why I brought Mercedes in, because he is Mercedes' brother. Oh. Lots of supports that I had to have with Ferdinand, Caspar, Dorothea, and Petra. But, yeah. This is going to be a lot. This is going to be the skippable episode. So, anyways, let's see the end of all of these.
My report.
Or in the Empire.
Hubert,
Wow.
I can't shake the feeling that you're keeping more secrets from me.
I have told you before. There are secrets even I am unwilling to share.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Yeah.
However,
She did say
I
that.
am the Emperor now. If the Minister of the Imperial Household does not obey his orders, I have the right to execute him.
I fear you have misunderstood me, Your Majesty.
Oh dear.
It is true that I am officially your minister, but such titles are of little significance to me. I serve you purely out of personal devotion. Perhaps there was a time when I served the Imperial line due to my duty as a member of House Vestra. But since you returned from the kingdom, my loyalty has been to you alone.
I see. Then you are unwilling to obey my orders as Emperor?
Correct. If you prefer to treat this formally, then charge me with a crime. I will gladly offer up my neck to the executioner.
You know I would never do such a thing, and that I pay no heed to the title you bear. It is your own presence and capabilities that I value so highly, Hubert. Titles are meaningless next to such things. Our families have no bearing on this matter, nor does the Empire itself.
In that case, Lady Edelgard, I ask you to turn a blind eye to my secrets. They are trifles, beneath your notice. Best I handle them alone. You should focus on the path ahead of you. The scarlet path I have carefully prepared. Whether that path is red with blood is not something you need trouble yourself over.
As Emperor, I'm obliged to accept that answer. However, as your friend, it irritates me to no end. You speak often of painting the path I walk, yet you do so in secret. I am the one you serve, but you refuse to let me in. I trust you, Hubert, and that is precisely why I want to know everything. Your secret hopes and burdens, all of it. If I'm truly the center of your world, then I wish you would trust me as well as I trust you.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Hitting you where it hurts.
You have me beaten. I will tell you as much as I am able. From the assassins I've eliminated, to the gold I've spent on bribes, to the identity of the one I love.
Wait a moment. Are you saying you have romantic feelings for someone?
Yes. That is the one secret I had particularly hoped to keep from you.
Well, that's utter nonsense. You can't possibly keep something so fascinating from me. Who is it?
It is you, Lady Edelgard. Did you ever really doubt?
Dorothea! Dorothea!
Hubert, you never cease to surprise me.
Oh god, Dorothea just like continually pestered Hubert and then it evolved into fucking don't dismiss her claims next time. Sheesh.
Standing tall, I see.
Edelgard, hello. What do you think of this horse? An equine marvel, no?
Oh
Look
boy.
how intelligent he is. You can see it in his face. Certainly much smarter than your horse.
Oh boy. Just stop.
Oh, what a lovely bloom.
Behold, Edelgard. Do you see this blood-red bloom? This is much more impressive than the pale little sprigs you have there. And as I'm sure you know, redness symbolizes courage and strength.
Ferdinand.
And stop.
Yes.
I can't believe you're wasting my time with a petty, one-sided rivalry.
What are you complaining about? You told me not to publish my pamphlet, and I complied.
I've had enough of your foolish antics. Very well. I will grant you the duel you so desperately desire. But when I win, you must forfeit the right to bother me with your ridiculousness. Forever. Do we have a deal?
Ah, so you'll fight me after all? Wonderful. To battle then!
Oh god, Ferdinand.
All right, Edelgard. Have at me.
As you wish.
She will destroy you.
Ha!
It only took you one blow? How?
I can't afford to hold back against an opponent like you. I led with my fastest, strongest strike.
Fastest and strongest? You're just flattering me. I have been defeated. Utterly. I cannot believe I was foolish enough to challenge such a plainly superior opponent.
The difference in our skill level is not so great as all that. If you had taken the first strike, you might have won. That's why I didn't give you the chance.
I do not think talent is what separates us so much as readiness. I had not the faintest idea of what to expect from a real duel. I was playing, but you were not. That such an ill-prepared noble would think to challenge you? It is laughable.
Ferdinand.
Oh boy. You're actually appealing to Edelgard's sympathies, and I say sympathies because she really is going to take pity on him. Oh, Edelgard and Linhardt. She has an A+ conversation too. Yikes. Okay, cool.
Linhardt, I finally found you.
These structures were built more than 1,000 years ago and still remain. Amazing. Most interesting, there's a pattern to the saints' emblems carved into each of the sarcophagi.
Yeah.
Here, you'll see if you come take a look.
Perhaps another time. Right now, I have something to discuss with you.
Oh?
You've said before that you don't care about the usefulness of your research. After giving it some thought, I decided that I'd like to create an institution for crest and relic research.
Uh-huh.
And I'd like for you to lead it.
Cool.
All you would need to do is carry out whatever research you like. Somebody else will decide how to make use of your findings. What do you think? I imagine such an environment would suit you quite well.
Let's be clear that I have my reservations, but I suppose I'll take you up on your offer, if you insist. Although I'm unsure if it's a good idea. If my research dries up, you'll be stuck with a worthless institute. I do hope you understand that, Your Majesty.
Huh? He has a point there.
Why are you skeptical about my proposal?
It's because all I've ever cared about is following my own curiosity, wherever it takes me. Being head of some institution and researching as part of an organized team sounds like no fun at all. At that point, it's not research, it's just a job. And one I've been practically forced into at that.
Yeah.
However, since I know you put a lot of effort into preparing this opportunity for me, and since I like you well enough, I will begrudgingly take you up on the offer.
Begrudgingly.
Well then, I suppose I should be grateful. But I'll be honest. I see little point in bringing you on board if you're so troubled by the idea. Let's put this idea on hold for the moment. I'll figure something out for you by war's end. I have great respect for your talent, Linhardt. I'm certain I can find a way to make use of it that's to your liking.
Take the opportunity, Linhardt. You can even convince her to, do something that is a little bit more, allows you to pursue your curiosity a bit more.
Why do you ask?
You always look at me funny, but right now you're looking at me more normal.
You did go through a growth spurt.
You seem rather oblivious, but then you go and shock me with your keen insight.
Whoa, it's a little harsh.
Is it? You only have yourself to blame for the reputation. As for me, I've always thought of you as something of a victim.
What is that supposed to mean?
Jeez.
I mean, you're a victim of Fodlan's antiquated system of nobility. You're skilled and you work hard, yet you still play second fiddle to your less capable older brother.
Oh!
You fight on, not allowing
Yikes.
yourself to be discouraged by it all. People like you help to fuel my fire. If I can only smash this rotten system, I could save you.
You've always got a whole lot to say about your grand plans for the future.
Just hear
Don't-
me out. I've realized
Don't
that I was wrong about you. I can now see that you found a way to live the life you want to live. Simply put, you love working hard, and you love training. You don't know the meaning of surrender.
Yeah, he's
I never thought
pretty
such a genuine person could
steadfast
really
in that.
exist.
He likes to just yell at the top of his lungs.
You're not too far off, though. I try to live life the way I want
God,
to.
now he's blushing
I
too.
wasn't that way when we first met, but I've changed since then. Nowadays, what you see is what you get.
It doesn't matter that you have burdens to bear. Despite that, you never stray from your path. You don't let anything tie you down. I can hardly imagine a life like that. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
Well, I don't think I could live the way you do, but I admire you for sticking to it. You never let your burdens get you down. You try to push through them instead. If I'm being honest, I changed my mind about you a while back.
Is that so?
You can be real critical of yourself, And you admit it when you make a mistake.
That's true. I certainly make mistakes, but I feel it's important to own up to them.
I probably make twice as many mistakes as you, but I don't notice half of them.
Oh boy.
This is no laughing matter, Caspar. Then again, that's part of how you choose to live as well, isn't it?
That it is. But it doesn't change what I promised before. I'm gonna keep fighting for you, Edelgard. Even if we don't live our lives the same way, I'll help cut a path through so you can follow safely behind.
I don't doubt it. The future is ours, Caspar. I'm counting on you to help clear the way.
Thank you, Caspar. Well, anyways, Edelgard and Bernie. Here we go.
Gardening with you is a lot of fun, Lady Edelgard.
I feel the same. You know so much about it, Bernadetta.
I looked after flowers a lot back home. I like them. They don't talk, they don't get angry, they don't hit you.
Oh.
And they're sweet.
They don't
They
hit
are
you.
sweet.
Sheesh.
Unlike people, they can all be trusted.
That is...
You're sweet too, Lady Edelgard. I mean, not sweet, but, you know what I mean. You can talk or even get angry all you want.
Well, I'll strive to avoid getting angry.
Really kind. I'm less scared of you than I used to be. Most nobles are terrifying. I've had lots of bad experiences with them. But getting the chance to talk to you like this makes me glad I came to the monastery.
I'm glad too.
It's absolutely amazing just how far Bernie has gone. And also, I love her hair. I love her post time skip hair. Like, she's...
Rumors? About me? Just pretend you didn't hear anything.
There's no need to be embarrassed. Rumors are meaningless. All that matters is the truth.
You're right. I'm not really a recluse now anyway. Not since I came to the monastery. I won't let the rumors bother me.
I'm happy to hear it. Actually, I should thank you.
Thank me? What for?
Yeah, please explain, Edelgard.
Do you mean you need to thank me for all the times I've made you mad? You do, don't you?
That mind of yours. No, I mean the grateful sort of thanks. Before I met you, I was more prone to anger. But now I've changed in that regard. So, thank you for that. Oh, I suppose you're not listening.
Oh, I'm done for. 5 years worth of resentment is about to crash down on me all at once. Ah!
It's okay, Bernadetta. I'm thanking you, not attacking you.
Oh, I jumped to conclusions again, didn't I?
Well, I mean, you're recognizing it.
But don't worry about it. Enough talk, don't you think? Let's take care of these sweet little plants.
Right. Okay.
Glad Edelgard is a little... is more understanding of this.
I hope you'll keep spending time with me.
Of course I will.
Oh, and Bernie's blushing too.
Flowers just about ready to bloom.
Yay.
I can't wait to see its true colors.
Okay, still going. Edelgard and Dorothea, still flirting with one another?
Hey, Adie, take a look at this. I received it as a gift. It was sent from... I don't remember. Anyway, the point is...
Dorothea, when you receive a gift, don't you think you should try to remember who it's from?
Oof.
You're right. That's a little thoughtless of me.
What's gotten into you lately? You seem mostly uninterested in the various suitors throwing themselves at you.
Oh.
Something on your mind?
Dear.
Oh, don't worry about me.
Oh my goodness, I've never really noticed just how exposed Dorothea's back is, and it's kind of...
After love as much as I used to.
Do you have any idea why?
She seems quite confident.
Well, I
And
do have
yeah,
an
seriously, that just the way that the
reluctant to tell me.
whole dress is
Is
sort
it
of like,
somehow
you
my
know,
fault?
No,
looked
no,
at. I mean,
nothing like
well,
that.
like just, you know, set up. Like,
Okay,
it just...
I suppose you're not completely
It looks so
wrong.
different from all the other dresses that
How do you
I've seen
mean?
before. It's just...
Please, just
It's a lot
say what's
more,
on your mind.
When the two of us are
I know nothing of fashion, but, you know, I feel like, you know, that would be
somehow I
quite
don't feel like
fashionable.
I care about my troubles with love anymore.
I don't know. I'm kind of considered wearing it myself.
There's
Yes,
nothing
I
wrong
said
with
that.
course, but it
Wink,
seems
wink.
we should get to the bottom of such a drastic change. Maybe we can figure it out if we just...
Katie, I'm telling you, I'm fine.
And of course, I'm completely missing the
I'll write
point
an
of this
opera
here.
about you. I'll do it right here and now. And then I'll sing it in your face.
Settle down, Dorothea. I can take a hint. If you insist, I'll drop the subject. Whatever you do, don't write more opera lines about me. My cheeks are probably still red from your last performance.
Well, I can't promise anything.
Uh,
If I try real hard, by the time the war is over, I might just have an opera written starring you. No need to worry though, 80.
aw.
I'll be fabulous as you. A performance they'll rave about for years.
The frightening part is that I don't know whether you're joking or not.
Oh, she's not joking.
But I do regret to inform you that you won't be playing the role of Edelgard.
Why's that?
Hmm.
Don't you see? No story about me would be complete without the character of Dorothea. It
Oh,
would be
Edelgard.
ridiculous for you to play me instead of yourself.
80. You really are something special, aren't you?
If only you two would actually have dated, that would have been amazing. But, you know, stupid game endings. Stupid, stupid game endings. Oh, yeah, and Constance, too. Alright, cool. Cool.
I have been watching you in secrecy, Edelgard.
Mm-hmm.
But you and Hubert were noticing me, correct?
Well, if you intend to shadow us like that, you can be sure it won't escape our notice. Hubert was primed and ready to remove you. I ordered
Oh,
you
dear.
to stand down.
Yikes,
You
that's...
have my thanks.
Hubert.
I have been making a decision that I'm
That's
wanting to learn
quite,
from you. I was thinking
drastic,
it was enough to be
wouldn't you
shooting
say?
one bird with one arrow. But after speaking with you, I trained with hardness. Now I can be shooting 2 birds with 1 arrow.
2 pheasants? Are you implying that...
Yes, a single arrow.
That's astounding, Petra.
Oh, right. This whole thing.
It's perhaps a bit late to explain now, but what I was getting at earlier was actually...
Yeah, the...
I am having a joke.
You... come again?
I really was shooting these birds with 1 arrow, but my joke is that I did have understanding about what you told me. I took it to my heart.
Did you now?
You are a person with great bluntness. I am admiring of you. As an emperor, a commander, a warrior, and a friend, you are excelling at all that you do.
I don't know if it's like the grammar Nazi inside me, but I'm just like slowly correcting
And that is
everything that, you know, Petra is
I
saying.
will not be falling behind you. I will be carrying Bridget on my shoulders too. And one
And
day,
figuring out how,
you and I will
what
be
exactly it
facing
is,
each
the
other,
speech pattern
and
that,
we
you
will be
know,
shaking
you know,
hands.
how the sentences are formed and stuff like that.
Yes, that much is certain. I can see that you no longer need me to look out for you. You and I are much the same. We dutifully shoulder our burdens and stand tall no matter what. It would be foolish of me to deny it.
Your words give me great joy. And it also gave me joy to see you being flustered when I was showing you the birds.
A cheap trick to be sure, but inarguably funny. To think that you went to all the trouble of shooting 2 pheasants at once for the sake of a joke. Well played, Petra.
We both are growing every day. I hope we will keep doing so.
Yikes, that's... Wow. Wow. Oh boy. Oh man, okay. Constance now.
Your Majesty, might I have a moment of your time?
I need to say this once again. I am in love with, you know, Constance's post-time skip look. Like, you know, it's just...
It seems a safe bet.
It's just such a major glow up.
I already promised to help you revive.
Like, I mean, she was regal and refined in her previous incarnation, but time skip is like
There's no need to keep
whole nother
it
level of regal and refined, and then you got like the mixture of purple and blonde.
Well in hand when it comes to the war.
Yikes.
Yet why should I allow that to deter me from achieving my ultimate satisfaction? As the
So...
scion of proud House Nouvelle, I shall bring about my grand achievement before my house is restored. On that, you may rely.
you have a strong will and a strong mind, you do not consider yourself above concerted effort either. Even during wartime, you trust your own ability to fight and survive. You're ever focused on the future and on the actions necessary to realize it.
Where is this coming from? If
Yeah,
I need
wow.
to be played with this praise, it eludes me.
I was only speaking the truth. I find your efforts to be admirable.
Your words are sweet, and yet...
Please, go on.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Your Majesty, but you promised that House Nouvelle would be restored. Yet you work toward a future with no place for the noble houses of old. Granted, in your unified Fodlan, the acting lord for each territory will come from noble stock, but in the long term, your system will replace the nobility. Our role will change significantly.
That's exactly right. There will no longer be lords who inherently rule over a particular territory. Instead, nobles will act as government officials, working for the people in exchange for a salary. Officials will be selected from the general populace as well, bringing an end to the very concept of social standing. All will rise and fall by their own merits.
And it is for those reasons that I continue my magical research.
That is an
Even if
interesting
nobility
governmental
ceases to
system.
exist as a concept, the meritorious spellcraft displayed by House Nouvelle shall make
I'm
us
afraid
a
that
household
of
name.
like Edelgard's successors, like, you
I
know,
must admit,
if
your
if she
words
were to
strike a
do
chord.
this, like,
I find myself
would
utterly
distort
moved by
this
your
whole idea, and
declaration.
instead of choosing people
So you see,
based
Your
on
Majesty,
merit, like they would
fortunes of
actually,
my house dovetail
you
nicely
know,
with your
instead,
plans. The road
decide
on which
to,
you
you know,
stride courageously forward
choose
leads to
people
my
from
own
personal
bright
favor, and
future.
therefore reenact a noble
Believe
system
that the
again.
future you wish for can
I
be
hope you
found
have some
within
protections
this
in place, you know, to
present
keep your system
Splendid.
in
Oh,
line.
and in all this talk, I neglected to present my demonstration. Sit back as I, Constance von Nouvelle, display the never-duplicated Nouvelle style of spellcraft.
About that. Another time, yes? I have much to do. Elsewhere.
No, wait! There's no time.
Oh,
like the
boy.
present. Why, it shan't take more than an hour or two.
Oh, Constance. She really needs... I mean, Edelgard really does need to get going, so, I mean... Yeah, that's finished with Edelgard supports. Oh, man. This is probably going to take 2 episodes. Ugh. That's great. Oh, unless... Oh. Never mind.
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
Oh.
But Edelgard...
Explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
Oh.
I cannot believe it. You disobeyed a direct order? I thought you were her loyal aide.
Unwaveringly. All that I do for her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment. It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You're not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
You
Yeah,
are
that is
sorely
the
misguided.
cold and calculated Hubert right there in a
When I
nutshell.
believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as
Oh
much.
boy.
Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
Excuse me?
Ferdinand's...
Listen to yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
Ugh, I have had enough of your grousing. To think, I started to believe you were a useful aide.
Oh, man. It's going to take a lot of effort to get them to A+, but I'm going to make sure that that occurs, because their support is so wholesome. Okay, Dorothea.
Hubie, I've been thinking.
Oh, boy.
What's this all about now?
Yeah.
It's about what you said before. About your path.
You mean the path that Lady Edelgard and I walk?
I guess I don't really understand that kind of thing since I've always been focused on my own goals.
Yeah?
You, 80, Professor, all of you are fighting for an ideal. That's big. It touches everyone. There's me. With my hands full thinking of just myself.
Yeah.
One person seems
Okay.
enough to me.
Maybe you're right.
Do you have something more to say, Dorothea? It is unlike you to seem so uncertain.
I guess so. I'm sorry, Hubie. It's just...
It's interesting how, like, he tolerates
about whether
Dorothea
it
saying
might
Hubie.
command
That's
you
so
to
very
marry me.
interesting.
What?
What?
Perhaps 80 might command you.
No need to repeat it. I heard you quite clearly.
What?
What?
About whether 80 might command you to marry me. About whether 80 might command you to marry me.
Golly, Dorothea, what the heck?
Like I said,
Oh, boy.
my hands are full thinking of just one person.
Huh.
But if you and I were devoted to one another, maybe we could strive for the future you believe in. Maybe I'd finally understand your path and be able to think about more than just myself.
Seems it's my turn to not understand. Did you just propose marriage as a way to get to know me? How exactly will such an arrangement benefit me?
Oh, it'll benefit you.
Go on.
Well, this path you're walking with 80 will have one more loyal follower. Isn't that enough?
I suppose it may well be. Your contribution to our cause has been noteworthy. I've no complaints about your battle prowess either. And if you are able to walk the path as I do, that would be something very special.
So, will you consider it? This is all because of you, you know. You made me wonder what it's like to be wholly devoted to another person.
And Dorothea is blushing.
All right. I'll consider it.
Yeah, maybe that might not work out. I don't know what will occur here, depending on what's going to happen. Okay, Hubert and Petra. Yep.
Hubert, I have a request to give you, if I may be doing that.
Hello, Petra. How unusually formal.
You are always comparing me against Edelgard. I have been observing you, and you are not often making comparisons like that.
Huh.
So why are you always comparing me? I do not enjoy being compared.
An astute observation.
Oh boy.
I should point out that such a comparison only reflects well on you.
Huh.
I am perhaps doing so because you are both royalty.
That is not making sense to me.
Yeah, you might want to
In
explain
battle,
that,
you and
Hubert,
I are the
because
same. Neither of us has a higher rank than general. Edelgard is leading the entire army. But you and I are both leading a part of the army. That should be making us... what is it? Comrades in arms.
Comrades in arms, you say?
When you are looking at me, you are thinking of me compared to Edelgard. But I want you to be looking at me as only myself. Do you have understanding? I do not want you seeing me as foreign royalty, but as your comrade in arms, who is working with you at your side.
Huh.
I understand you now. It seems I've done you a great disservice, Petra. Your friendship is important to me. I am sorry that I failed to make that clear.
Oh,
By
wow.
comparing you to Lady Edelgard, I have treated you merely as one chasing after her shadow.
Dang.
I have done so even while believing that the Empire and Bridget would never go to war again.
Oh,
Do you really
Hubert,
think
that
we
is...
can stop comparing?
Wow,
I
this
know
is a
well
weird
that
side of
Edelgard is
you.
a big place inside your heart.
I do not fully understand it. But when I look at you, I simply cannot help but think of Her Majesty. Your past, full of hardship. your unwavering determination, your uncommon excellence. As such, I cannot promise never to compare you, but I will try my best to do so less often.
Hubert?
For now, that will be okay. But I will
Did
not
you
give
just
up
say
on
what
this.
I think you just
I want
said?
you knowing that one day, when you are comparing,
Did you just...
you will be finding I have won the comparison.
What an amusing thing to say. Lady Edelgard's face would contort most bitterly were she to hear it.
Be marking my words, Hubert. One day, between the two of us, you will be choosing me.
Yikes. Hubie's got a crush on Petra. Unfortunately, I'm not going to... Unfortunately... Man, Hubert, make up your dang mind on who you want to... Who you want to like. Okay, so I think I'm going to save the rest of these support conversations for the next episode because, my goodness, there is a lot of them. And, you know, that's got to be done. So, yeah, this is the start of the Crimson Flower route. It's only going to get more and more, well, short-changing to Edelgard throughout this entire thing, so take care, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video.